Every single day, there's over 122 million daily active users on YouTube, and you can start earning money on YouTube without having a massive following or being part of the YouTube Partner Program. In this video, I want to give you the exact blueprint of how to do that. So I don't know about you, but we all log onto YouTube to watch different things, and a lot of people log on to watch entertainment style videos like Mr. Beast, Matt Armstrong's car videos, all this stuff. But did you know that YouTube is actually the second world's biggest search engine as to Google? So people go onto YouTube looking for answers to problems that they have. So what we can do, we can use that to our advantage, and the best way to earn money from YouTube without having any subscribers, being part of the partner program, anything like that, is literally to teach somebody something. And unlike other social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where videos may go viral, which can be completely random, on YouTube, you can actually engineer your own success because of this search engine style platform where you upload a video that solves a specific problem for a specific person. It will continue to get views for as long as that video is on YouTube. So the growth will literally be like this every single day, every single hour. Whereas on other social media platforms, it's fleeting. It's random if something goes viral. Now I have this YouTube channel right here, which has over 200,000 subscribers on it, and it is a mountain bike point of view channel. It's my main channel called Wolfpack Adventures, and I share a lot of entertainment style content on there of my mountain biking adventures. And there are some videos on there that have millions of views, like literally millions, tens of millions of views. But not every video has tens of millions of views. And a lot of people who start on YouTube literally will just publish and pray that they go viral. And this is not a very good strategy if you are wanting to become a YouTuber or you want to create an income using the platform. Now, I see a lot of creators just posting up content on their channel randomly and sporadically, hoping to win over the algorithm and get millions of views, but it doesn't work like that. And like I said before, you can engineer your own success, because if you are posting random content and just praying that something goes viral and relying on a video going viral, you're already going to be losing from the start, because one, it's not sustainable, and two, you are confusing the algorithm with the audience. So if you start posting a ton of videos, if I start posting videos on this mountain bike channel of mountain bike point of view videos, which is what people come to that channel for, usually the videos do pretty well. But if I start posting random content about coffee mugs or podcast microphones or stuff that people aren't into, it confuses who this channel is for and who YouTube should put this content in front of, which then causes a mismatch between your audience and your content. This leads to the downfall of a lot of channels. And not only that, it forces creators like myself, and maybe yourself as well, into a place where you are constantly grinding and spinning your wheels, creating content just to please the algorithm. You're essentially working for the algorithm in the hope that one of your videos will go viral. This is not the best way to grow a channel. Literally, it's not. Especially in 2025 and beyond. What you want to do instead of creating random videos is align your content with the need of a search intent of an audience. So that's why I was saying at the start of this video, the best way to earn income on YouTube without the partner program, having 1,000 subscribers or anything like that, is to define your niche, define what your channel is going to be about, and answer specific questions on your channel that people are actually searching for. Because that's how you're going to get views consistently, evergreen, organically over time. So for example, I have another handful of different channels in different niches, and they're all very specific in what they post. So I have a channel that shares a ton of tutorials and how-tos on these things, action cameras. This is kind of related to this channel in that I use these cameras for filming and capturing all my content, but it's still a different style of content. Because if I post tutorials on these cameras on this channel, the content doesn't really perform too well because it's a different segment of an audience. So that's why I started a separate channel to share all my knowledge on these cameras on a different platform. And generally when I post videos up answering questions, the views just continue to go up over time. I also have a channel which teaches copywriting. Same idea with that. Everything is focused on one specific topic and answering questions for that specific niche. So how do we crack the algorithm? How does the algorithm work, and how can we actually work with the algorithm to get our videos in front of the people who are actually going to watch it? Well, a couple of key steps here. I'm not going to give you some silly little hacks or anything because they don't exist. First of all, we need to get very clear on one, what our content is going to be about, our channel, and two, who is our audience? Like, who are, what their struggles, what their pain points, what are they looking for answers for. And I found the best way to do this is to scratch your own itch. I obviously love cameras, I love building businesses and brands, so it's logical for me to make a channel or channels that solve these problems that I have already solved. So all I'm doing there is documenting what I've done and what I'm doing to help other people who are a few steps behind me. And you don't have to be like the number one expert in your niche for this to work, because a lot of people will get stuck here and think, well, I've not got all these accolades behind my name, I don't have thousands of subscribers, I'm just this small person. How can I possibly share what I know for this to work and make an income off YouTube? Like, you only need to be a few steps ahead of the people you are teaching to be classed as an expert. And to be honest with you, when I watch content from somebody who is just a few steps ahead of me, I actually am more engaged with that content because it's more relatable. I'm close to where they are, and you can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. So everything is more achievable. Whereas if I watch a video from someone who has millions of subscribers and has built multi-million pound businesses, and they're trying to teach me what they know, and it still might be really relevant information, I just can't get that connection versus somebody who is just a step or two ahead of me where I'm like, I get it. And they get me because they've just been through this. So that's why it's super valuable. Even if you are a small person, like small creator with not a big audience, you can still make a shit ton of progress and money off YouTube. So let's look at the different types of traffic sources on YouTube, because this is really important. Once we understand this, then we can really understand what content to create. So first off, we have search-based content. So this is content that is keyword rich and it relates to what people are searching on YouTube and on Google. So for something that's really specific, like how to turn on an Insta360 Ace Pro camera, that's a very specific search term. When you title your video like that or create content like that, it will be shown to a very specific person who's looking for a specific answer to a problem. Now we also have different types of suggested and browse videos. So suggested videos are where you get suggested on the sidebar of your video on YouTube. Same goes for on the YouTube homepage. It's basically YouTube is putting in front of you what it thinks you might like to watch. That's the best way of putting it, really. And then browse traffic is videos that are promoted on the homepage. So as soon as you log onto YouTube and you're browsing through things to watch, where to start your search result and where to start your YouTube binge session, that is browse traffic. And we can see all this data inside YouTube Analytics to see where our traffic is coming from. Now, generally, if videos get into the suggested and the browse section, that's telling us that it's getting into the YouTube algorithm. And sometimes on entertainment channels, especially like this one here, I've noticed that the videos that get into those categories will generally go viral and go nuts because it's being shown to a very wide audience of people. Now, that's only if, though, it has a good thumbnail and a good title and people actually click and watch the video. If they don't, then it obviously will just tail off and not be shown to people who want to watch it. Now, the search traffic, this is where people are literally searching for whatever your title is of the video. This is where you're going to see consistent growth over time on videos. Now, I have a channel about action cameras where I literally answer the most simple, basic questions that people have. Literally like how to put a battery in a DJI Osmo action camera. Like things that specific that people want to watch. And that will get views consistently over time versus the uploading and praying method where you're just sporadically posting random content hoping it goes viral. We don't want to do that. With less than 1,000 subscribers, I would 100% recommend you post videos that are targeting the search-based intent traffic sources. Because if you're teaching something and you're educating people, you're by default answering questions and solving problems. So that's what I would build the foundation of my YouTube channel from. And just a quick caveat, if you're looking for more YouTube tips, I have included a link in the description below to a ton of tips for you, so make sure you go and grab that. It's completely free. Now let's talk about monetization on YouTube and AdSense, because people go nuts about talking about this and think that all the money you can make on YouTube is from AdSense. So if you're unfamiliar what AdSense is, it's basically Google's way or YouTube's way of splitting the revenue with you, the creator, and YouTube, the platform. It's basically how you can get paid from adverts on videos on YouTube. So you've been on YouTube before and you've probably seen those ads that pop up throughout videos. When those ads show, the creator is getting paid money and also YouTube is getting paid money. And there is a 55% split, sorry, a 55 and 45% split with you and YouTube. And you actually get the majority of the payment, which is why I love YouTube for the AdSense. So thank you, YouTube. If you are relying on the AdSense alone, you're missing a massive trick. So first of all, you have to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time as of making this video to even start making money on the platform. And even then, once you reach those 1,000 subscribers, I can guarantee you'll be making pennies on the dollar for the first couple of months until videos start to actually gain traction. Because you don't earn any money from videos before you reach that point, that 1,000 subscriber mark. Now, this channel has earned a shit ton of money from the videos that have gone viral. But not every video goes viral. And if you're relying on videos to go viral to earn an income, that's not a good business strategy. Now, like I said, with the search-based traffic and building your channel around teaching people something, educating people, you can earn like multiples more from teaching people something through an online course, a community, a digital product, anything. Could be anything that you put together, just something like that. And you can promote all that on your channel without having 1,000 subscribers. And let's talk about how much you can actually earn from AdSense, because it's not much. It actually just, YouTube takes the piss a little bit, really, I think. Well, they don't take the piss, but you can just earn so much more with other methods. So on this channel, they have metrics called CPM and RPM, cost per milli and revenue per milli. So the cost per milli is basically how much an advertiser is going to pay for an ad on your video, and the revenue per milli is how much you are going to earn as a creator. And on different channels, it can range from a couple of pounds or dollars all the way through to $15, $20, even more per 1,000 views on a video. So this all depends on what niche you're posting in, what your content is like, the audience retention, how long people are watching your videos for. And you don't have any control of this whatsoever. YouTube just picks it, and it's probably based on a ton of variables that we have no idea what it is. So it's random. You don't have any control over it. Like an alternative strategy would be to monetize through a digital product or a course. Now let's just say, for example, you have a course that is £97 or £100 for the sake of numbers, right? And you start talking about this, you start answering questions around the topic on your channel. Let's say it's copywriting. And then you tell people, look, if you want to learn more, there's a link in the description below to check out my course, my digital product. You can go and check it out. And you get 1,000 views in that video. Now let's say, lowballing this here, 10% of people of those 1,000 views click on your link in the description. That's 100 people who have visited your site to see your course. 100 people. Now let's lowball that again and then say 10% of those 100 people buy your course. So that's 10 sales of £97 or £100. That's £1,000 in course sales from a video that hardly has any views whatsoever. Now, how would you make £1,000 on a YouTube video just off AdSense? Well, if your channel is in the entertainment niche, and let's just say, for example, it's earning £1 for every 1,000 views, which is not unusual sometimes in some niches and some pieces of content. That would mean for every 1,000 views, you would earn £1, which would then mean you have to make that £1,000, that same £1,000, you'd have to get a video that hits 1 million views. Now, that can be quite hard to achieve, right? Now, you might be able to get higher RPMs, which would mean you'd have to get less views to earn that £1,000. But to me, if you weigh those two options up, and let me know in the comments what you think of this, which do you think is easiest to earn the £1,000 from? Sharing videos and content about answering specific problems, or grinding away and making random pieces of content and praying that they go viral. Praying. Now, I still make videos on this channel, and I have all sorts of different brand deals going on, and affiliate marketing, and actual ad revenue is quite decent on this channel, but I don't solely rely on the ad revenue because that's a stupid strategy. The other channels that I have where I'm actually teaching people things and then selling them a digital course or a product, they perform 10 times better. And I have to put in way less work. Way less work. So going back to like what you should create your channel on, or what you should create a digital product on, have a look, ask yourself what you've already achieved for yourself. So what itch have you scratched for yourself? What problems have you solved? And all I would be doing is making a channel around that and documenting your journey and how you've overcome certain challenges in your area of expertise. And then the email list. This is the next crucial step. So when we talk about social media, you have subscribers on YouTube, followers on Instagram. The problem with this is, though, I think these are quite vanity metrics. These are all vanity metrics. It's all well and good saying we've got 1,000 subscribers on this platform or 100,000 on that, but you don't own you don't own the audience. So at any point, Instagram or YouTube or Google could say, we don't like this, we don't like your channel, we don't like your post you wrote on that, so we're going to shadow ban you or we're going to delete your account. And then you've lost your audience. Now, to overcome this, we need to own the asset. We need to own our own audience. So how do we do that? We build something that's called an email list. And the email list is an asset that we own. So if you've never started an email list, I'm going to give you the quick overview of how to do it. And I wish I had started an email list 10 years ago. So take this and please, after you've watched this video, go and start building your own email list. Don't ignore it. Don't think you don't need one, because every single person should be building an email list, 1,000%. What you want to do is create a slimmed down version of what your course is and give it away for free, or solve a specific problem for somebody and give it away for free in return for someone's email list. So once you have somebody's email list, they're on your email list, you own that asset. And then you can continually market to them and continue to communicate with them over time without any pandering to algorithms or anything like that. You own that and you can nurture that lead, and then you can encourage them to buy your paid products. We can actually look at this in terms of a funnel. So if we have an upside down triangle, this is a funnel. The top of our funnel is where we're sharing our content on YouTube. So this is all the questions that we answer on YouTube in our content. And we're answering really specific questions on what we're an expert in. So really specific. And then as the funnel narrows down, we'll call this the middle of the funnel. This is where your email list will be. So people will opt in to get your free guide, your free lead magnet, or whatever you want to give away. I give you an example. For my action camera channel, I give away all my video settings. So people can just have a cheat sheet of all the settings I have, and they know exactly what settings to plug into the camera to get the best results. That's what I give away as a cheat sheet. Then once they're in that funnel and that you have their email address, you can start nurturing them, sending them cool, funny emails every other day or something throughout the week, building that relationship with them. And then the bottom of the funnel, once people have warmed up, they know who you are, they know what you're up to in terms of like what you're offering and how you can help them, you can start offering them products and services. And this could be strategy sessions if you're doing coaching or consulting, could be buying a digital product, could be buying a physical product. But digital products are I think they're the best way to go with this. Like you don't need to hold any inventory or anything, and they're just the best thing to teach your knowledge and package up what you know into a step-by-step course or roadmap. So what type of video should we create on our channel? Well, I would like you to focus on something called evergreen content. And evergreen content is content that will get seen for months and years to come. So it's content that doesn't really go out of date. So these could be tutorials, they could be FAQ tips. They're things that stay relevant over time. Now, the thing with cameras and stuff, they're always bringing out new cameras, which is kind of a double-edged sword for me, because when a camera goes out of date, then there's still obviously people going to watch the videos, but new cameras come out, which then means I have to create more content on new cameras. But if I talk about overall settings in the camera and how to set your camera up, that's a tutorial that would stand the test of time. It would still be relevant now, and it would still be relevant in 5 years' time, which means my videos would still get views 5 years down the road, which is what we want. We want all the videos that we create to create this like flywheel effect. So the more videos we pump into our channel, the bigger this flywheel gets, and we just keep feeding content into it, and it's just going to keep churning out viewers and encouraging people to join our email list and then buy our digital products. That's the way I see it. You can also do in-depth stories of like your journey. You could do case studies. The case studies are really good as well. When you start to get client success stories who people have bought your products, or even yourself, you're a case study in yourself. This builds trust with people, and building trust is massive in this online space. I think it's massive, and it's going to encourage people to get to know you more, and then obviously to buy more of your stuff. You could also then test as well some viral video ideas. Now, I wouldn't do these all the time, but as long as they align with your audience, you could test, try new different types of content ideas that have the potential to go viral. Because if you don't focus all your time on this, because that's a silly strategy, focus most of your time on the evergreen content that's always going to get views. But every now and again, throw in a viral video idea that could just go viral. Because if it does, you'll be attracting a new audience to your channel who may never even heard or seen of you before, which is just a way to exponential growth. If you want to split this, I would go 70% evergreen content, 20% in-depth content, and then 10% viral content ideas. Now let's talk about some of the metrics that you need to understand and the ones that we should track over time to know what videos that we produce are working the best. So then we can just double down on those and we know that those are working, and we can get rid of the fat, trim the fat, and focus all of our attention on things we know are going to work. So retention. Retention is the amount of your video that someone watches, and YouTube expresses this as a percentage. So like 50% retention, 60% retention. And we want to try and keep people's retention throughout the video. So we don't want people just clicking our video and then dropping off straight away. We want a good, engaging video that keeps people watching as long as possible, because that's a good signal to YouTube to show it to more people. And the more people it shows it to, the more views you get, and the more people will enter your funnel. Now we've got click-through rate. Click-through rate is the amount of people who see your thumbnail and click on it. And again, this is expressed as a percentage. Now, anything close to 10% or over is insane, really good. Anything less than 3 or 4% is a bit questionable. But that's basically saying, so if it's 10% click-through rate, it means if 100 people saw your thumbnail, 10 people clicked on it. And obviously, once those numbers start to grow, this is how we get big views on our videos. We can also measure quantitative feedback on our videos through engagement. So who's commenting on our videos? Are people leaving positive, negative feedback on our videos? What people saying? So we can use comments and feedback like that. And that can also gauge what people like to see and what they want to see more of. Now, how long should your videos be? So this is a question I get asked a lot. But I personally, and there's a caveat with this, I personally like longer videos. You've got to make them not boring. So like, make interesting videos. Don't make boring long videos, because then the retention will be really crap and people won't watch them. It's better to have a short video that's packed full of information rather than a long one that's just dragged out because you think if you make a long video, YouTube will show it to more people. It doesn't work like that. YouTube is very clever. But I would say maybe between 8 and 20 minutes is a good aim for, especially when you are teaching an audience something. Now, if you are just teaching somebody a quick tip, it might obviously be shorter, but if you can talk on videos for longer than 5-10 minutes, then make it a tutorial length video. And you want to just keep people engaged with the video. Don't don't waffle on, just cut the fat, give people what they want, unless it's necessary to tell a story, for example, but don't make videos longer for the sake of just making the videos long, because that won't get you very far in the long run. Now, what about YouTube Shorts? So people are interested in YouTube Shorts as well as long form content. The way I see it, the foundation of your channel and most of the content is going to be long form content. It's going to be really long form content, tutorials that are going to teach people something very, very valuable. Now, shorts, you can experiment with shorts, and I'm actually starting to experiment with shorts a little bit, but you can think of shorts as a way of attracting new people to your channel. But the thing with shorts is, because people's attention spans are going to be much shorter compared to a long form video, it's not building that trust with those people. But what we can do is use shorts to attract people to your channel, and then hopefully they will then check out your long form videos from the shorts. That's how I kind of think about it. I don't focus too much of my attention on shorts. It's not my thing. But I know people who do make channels that are just solely based on YouTube Shorts. But you have to get way more views on those to even build anything close to a good relationship with an audience. I'd much prefer longer form videos, much prefer it, especially when we're talking about what we're talking about in terms of making an income from day one on YouTube with low or no subscribers. So this is one of the best strategies I've ever come across on YouTube, especially if you want to make a living as a full-time creator and beyond. It's a way of avoiding burnout, because you're not going to be wasting your time on content that you're literally betting on and gambling on going viral. There is a time and a place for that, but don't focus all your energy and efforts on that, because you will burn out and you will lose interest in YouTube and you will throw the towel in. But this is the way of building a monetizable asset through an email list. It's the best way. And honestly, you don't even need that many views per video for this to work. I'm telling you now. You may be watching this video now in the early stages of this channel where I've got probably less than 100 subscribers maybe, but this channel will grow just solely based on me sharing search-based content and helping people solve their YouTube problems and grow their channels, right? And it's proven longevity. I'm all about building things on a solid foundation, always. Don't just like look for the next magic thing that's gonna give you instant overnight success, because honestly it doesn't exist. Focus on long-term growth, focus on the foundations, and just show up every single day consistently, and your channel will succeed. Whatever the economy does, whatever the algorithm decides to do, it will just continue getting views. So you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to pander to any algorithms. We want the algorithm working for us and putting our content in front of the people that really want to watch it. So I hope this video was useful to you. Go and rewatch it again if you need to. I probably suggest you should. And there'll be some useful links in the description below to even more YouTube tips if you're looking at getting started on a channel or you want to grow your existing channel. And YouTube's also going to recommend some videos up here, which I recommend you check out next.